Hi guys, Dr. Vinnie Monaco here. Have you ever had one of those days, one of those weeks, or one of those months where nothing goes right? About 3 weeks ago, I had, well, it was like 2 weeks in a row of nothing going right. And even though I've been in those heavy duty places before, it just seemed to get lower and lower and lower to the point that no matter what I did, I couldn't get out of it. Have you ever had that? No matter what you do, no matter what you try to do, you try and do the right thing, it appears to be the wrong thing, or it appears to be the wrong timing. And it's like someone described that sticky paper that they use to catch rats with, where you rat gets one paw caught and then tries to get its other paw off, and it gets that caught, and then finally then it puts its nose in it, and it, well, that's where I was, and I didn't know what to do. And I would call my usual friends to try to pull me out of it, and it felt almost like I was pulling them in. They're like, "Oh yeah, come in here with me." And what do you do? What to do? Well, I didn't know what to do, and I know enough from being trained and having done therapy and whatnot how the world of the mind and the thoughts in here, the collective unconscious, can really wreak havoc with us. And what I ended up doing was I just surrendered to it. It was like I felt pressure on my chest and pain in my heart, and when I knew enough differential diagnosis wise, I'm not having a heart attack. It's just everything was getting to me, and so I just acknowledged, you know what, life is crap right now. Nothing's working. It's never gonna work. And I felt every bit of the sensations, the pressure and the pain. And the depression got worse. It got heavier. But eventually I just said, you know what, if this kills me, it kills me. And it's like the pressure started to lift. And I felt I could breathe a little bit easier. Because you ever notice when you're depressed or the mind's going, you don't breathe? If you're pissed off and angry at somebody, you don't breathe. And I thought, okay, I'm breathing a little bit. Now what? And then all of a sudden, the anger started to come up. That I don't really like living my life like this. I don't really. I'm not getting what I want to get out of life. I'm not doing what I want to do out of life. And I felt that anger in my gut. And again, I just sat there, time out, and let it bubble up. And then I started walking around the room. I found that moving allowed my thoughts to shut up a little bit. And just kind of let my body talk. Instead of my mind talking, I let the body talk. It was interesting. I find when the body talks, it's, and a couple of sighs, a couple of breaths, and I felt my body starting to get lighter. And of course, having been trained as an actor and worked as a comedian, it's like, can I play and have fun with this? So I allowed where the depression was and the heaviness, like just feeling how heavy and terrible it was, and overacting. You ever see some movies where someone like it's not a good movie, or you've been to some plays or which aren't real good plays, and the people are trying to overact or trying to over enunciate the words to sound, especially if they're doing a Shakespearean actor. And I just found I started cracking myself up because I was just feeling so bad, and no one knows how bad life is for me. And when the anger came, I was like, no! I felt like one of those wrestlers from the World Wrestling Federation. I'm gonna squash him! And I couldn't help but laugh. So what I found, and if this helps you out, fantastic, is if you can play with wherever you're at, if you can poke fun at wherever you're at. And I know, when you're in those dark places, it's heavy. and it's serious. And it feels like you're all alone and that nobody understands and that nobody cares. Now, and the reality is there are people that do care, and there are people that want you to be happy. And yes, there are some people that don't want you to be happy. It's just kind of the way life is. But it's all mind game when we're in that space that we feel all alone. It's kind of designed that way. You're having a good time. People want to join in the fun. You're miserable. Nobody wants, oh, give me more of that. Although, if it's in a movie, we see movies that are tear jerkers, and we love to get into it because it's drama. So, I mean, the thing with drama in our lives is like if you're going to make money on it, great. Most of the time, it actually pushes money away. It pushes everything that we want away. So, this little tip, see if you can play with it. I did. It popped me out. It doesn't always work. Sometimes you just got to kind of run with it. It's like if you have a stomach ache, you can take all the different things, do all the money. It's like, eventually this too shall pass. So see if you can have some fun. Have a great time, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.